you're doing it? That means you gotta get up, right?
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. There we go. We are going to begin with our religious school band. What do you guys call yourselves? Tizmoret. Wow. Beautiful. What's that? Yehudit. Yehudit. Okay. All right. So please, if you'll join our band in singing Hine Matov.
Please join us in Hine Matov.
Oh, wait. You see your brother?
Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Please join us. Hine Matov. Achim gam yachad, hine matov umanai, shevet achim gam yachad. Beautiful. We ask everyone please to rise for Shalom Aleichem.
Page 5.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Seitchem l'shalom.
Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
You'll remain standing for just a moment. welcome to everyone for what the AJC has termed hashtag Show Up for Shabbat. On a night like tonight, after a week like this week, it means a tremendous amount to me. I dare say it means a tremendous amount to each one of you. And if you look around the room and see the warmth that comes when a community comes together and brings its love, its warmth, its smile, its wholeness, it shows you that anything is possible. It shows you that in the face of sometimes some of the darker days, we do exactly what we're going to do every Shabbat, and that is we are going to light lights. We are going to light candles, literal ones, but we're also going to light the lights in our heart and show this world like we do week in and week out, that every week we light candles to make the world a little bit brighter than it was the week before. So what more could I ask than to ask two of our outstanding families to come up and help us light the candles. I'd like to invite Rima Shapashnikov, Danielle Liebson, Maya and Alexandra Liebson, Valentina Liebson, Julie Tesser, Sue Lipkin, and Nancy Tesser to come help bless the candles that are here in front of us. And as they gather for their light, I'd love everyone to help join in as they lead us in the blessings over Shabbat.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav V'tzivanu lehadlik ner V'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
May the brightness of these candles banish all gloom, anxiety, and care from our hearts and from the hearts of our loved ones.
May this Shabbat bring us peace and serenity, joy and rest. Keep aglow with us, O God, the spirit of gratitude for your many blessings, so that we may know the sweet taste of contentment and the rich harvest of sharing.
Kindle in our home a deeper love for one another, for our people, and for all your children.
Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Thank you, ladies. You may all be seated. We continue then with the beginning of Kabbalat Shabbat, a service that does exactly what it's supposed to on a night like tonight, a service that begins with the increase of joy with each successive song. So let your voices ring loud, let them ring clear, as our youth choir helps lead us first in Lechu Neranena, page 11.
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, ladunai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, ladunai. Naria, Naria, litzor yishenu, nikadma fana v'toda. Naria, Naria, litzor yishenu, Bizmirot Naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, ladunai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, ladunai. We turn to page 14 for Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. ירם הים, ירם הים ומלואו, ירם הים, ירם הים, ירם הים ומלואו, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. We turn now to page 20 for Romemu. Romemu Adon Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Oi ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Oh ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu.
1 year at the end of sleepaway camp, which ended on a Sunday night, so the last major event that we had was a big Shabbat to finish the session. One of the kids came up to me as the education director and said, Rabbi Adam, how are we going to do Shabbat next week when we're not here at camp? As though Shabbat wasn't going to come if it weren't Friday night. But that's the beautiful thing about Shabbat, is that even on the heels of something glorious, it comes again the next week no matter what. Even on the heels of something difficult, and sometimes even on the heels of something tragic, it comes to bring us back, to buoy our spirits, to make us joyous, to make us happy. And every week we welcome it with open arms. And so too we do tonight, as we always do, by welcoming in the metaphorical Shabbat Queen with the singing of the Chadodi, page 23. We'll do the first few verses together, and then we'll be able to turn as we officially welcome Shabbat Queen in through the doors at the last verse. Our youth choir leads us.
Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikabela. La 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat. Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikabela.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmi'anu el ha'echad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, V'shemo tiferet v'litzila.
La 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 la. Let's hear you. Lecha dodi
Likrat likrat kala,
B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha lecha dodi
likrat likrat kala,
B'nei b'nei Shabbat nikabela.
Likrat Shabbat v'lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi lekor habracha, V'rosh mikedem besucha, Soma aseh b'machshavah.
La 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 lecha dodi likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat. לך לך דודי לקראת קלה פני פני שבת נקבלה בואי בשלום עצרת בלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לה 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 לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה פני שבת נקבלה פני שבת נקבלה Standing.
Before we transition back to the bar pool, we want to do a couple of welcomes to make sure that you are feeling extra good tonight. First of all, I think some of you who know that this past Sunday, Kazakhstan organized an outstanding unity march that was long planned before the events of this weekend took place, but was so much more timely and so much more meaningful because of it. Raise your, just so I could, stand up here if you were at the march. So I know the devil's hand moving forward and forward with each other. And you'll note that any number of people who are here are not necessarily Temple members. We have several people who are here from other faiths who have come to welcome us. We want to say welcome to you. On a night like tonight, it's extra important that we reach out to our brothers and sisters in other faiths to be able to say, we are all in this together. I also want to pay good heed out in the hall. They're a little shy to come in, but I want to make sure that everyone hears a good welcome for Officers Pepke, Ryan, and Moreno, who are out here in solidarity with us tonight, watching over us. You know, tonight, by sheer coincidence, at the preschool, we always have a theme. Last month it was superhero. Tonight, it's community helper night. So it couldn't even be more appropriate that we have our officers here with us to be able to welcome us through. And most importantly, we have each other. Chances are you're seated next to at least one or two people you know, but before we can really stand together as a community and welcome in Shabbat and begin with Baruch Hu, I'd like you to turn to welcome someone else who you might not know, but who's next to you, or behind you, or in front of you. Introduce yourself. Make this a little bit more of a community than it already is. When we say Baruch Hu, it's really exactly in the spirit of what we're about to do. Baruch Hu is one of the few prayers that we can only say when a community is here, because the leader has to call out that first line, Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach, and someone has to be there to respond, at least 9 others. So on a night like tonight, it is a joy to know that we have called and we have answered. So would you please open your prayer books and your hearts to the Baruch Hu, which is found on page 39a. Let's all rise as one community that knows each other even better. Join with your loudest voices in the appropriate moments.
Yai la 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 Lai, 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 lai,
First, the call
lai.
from our Chazan.
Baruch Adonai HaMivorach.
We answer. Baruch Adonai HaMivorach, HaMivorach le'olam va'ed. HaMivorach, HaMivorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMivorach le'olam va'ed.
Everyone together.
Yai la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
You may be seated. We continue on page 40 with the blessing that brings on the night and the chorus from it, Kihem Chayenu, in the middle of page 40.
Ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yamin uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla. Ve'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai
Baruch Shemo.
ohev amo Yisrael.
Amen. So here's what I'd like to have at the moment. I'd like to invite both Danielle and Cole, our bar and bat mitzvah for this coming Shabbat, to the microphone. And I would like on the sides, if you are in the Seventh Center, our religious school, on this side of the room, would you come and stand over here on this side of the table, from grades kindergarten through 3? If you're on this side of the room, would you come stand over here?
Yeah.
As first Danielle helps lead us in Shema, which is on page 41. All right, if they're all over here, I won't complain. There is no, I promise you, there is nothing political about the fact that everyone is on one side of the aisle. It just is. So Danielle and Cole, this is sort of a fitting setup because these are people who are all on the earliest side of the religious school. And here are the two of you who are spending your, if you will, your last night as students. Because tomorrow, Danielle in the morning and Cole in the evening, you guys are going to take your place as the new young adults in our community. So Jacob, would you guys scoot over and be with the rest of the kids? So would you lead the rest of the school and the rest of us as together we sing?
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai bechol levavha uvechol nafsheha uvechol me'oteha vehayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anohi metzaveha hayom alevaveha veshinantam levaneha v'dibarta bam bevshivteha bebeteha uvleteha vaderech uveshochbeha uvekumecha ukshartam leod al yadecha vechayu letotafot beineineha uvtavtam al mezuzot beiteha uvishareha.
We continue with Leman Tizkaru on the next page as our students take their seats.
Lemon tizkeru vasiten ekol mitzvotai v'ten kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Hotzer Ihem Eretz Mitzrayim V'hiot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem Amen.
Yasher Koach to you both. Congratulations. We'll see you guys back up here in a little bit. But in the meantime, we give thanks on page 44, as we always do, for Micha Mocha, for the God who has always brought us out from peril and into freedom. Please join us as we sing together.
Yai bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam, yai bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam, ay ya 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 ya, ya bye bye bim bam, ay ya 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 ya, ya bye bye bim bam. Mihi chamucha bo'elim Adonai, mihi kamucha nedar b'kodesh. No Radilot, oh say felle, no Radilot, oh say felle. Yai bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam. Yai bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam. Ay 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 ay, ya bye bye bim bam. Ay 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 ay, ya bye bye bim bam.
The last prayer before our Amidah is one called Ufros Aleinu. It comes from the middle of Hashkivenu. It's a prayer that is particularly meaningful in a week like this. It asks us, quite literally, to ask God, as we do every night, but perhaps differently these past few nights, to spread over us a shelter of peace. On a week like this, I'm reminded that God is not only the one who can spread that shelter over us. God can give us the shelter, but we have to be the ones to build it. And when we come together on a night like tonight, it's a reminder that we can build a shelter from any storm. We can build a shelter that can create the greatest of peace, shelter that can bring about the kindness in the world that we all so desperately seek and that we all need. Please join us as we sing together.
Ufros aleinu sukat, sukat, shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat, sukat, shlomecha. Hey, 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 ya lai la lai, ya lai la lai, ya lai la lai la lai 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 lai, ya lai la lai, ya lai la lai, ya lai la lai la lai 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 lai. Ufros aleinu sukat, sukat, כאן שלומך. היי, 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 ילאי, ללאי, ילאי, ללאי, ילאי, ללאי, 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 ילאי, ללאי, ילאי, ללאי, ילאי, ללאי, ללאי, ללאי.
I'd like to invite Danielle and Cole one more time to come back up here as we turn to page 46. And they officially welcome us in with the one prayer in the night that specifically welcomes Shabbat. Vishamru, the piece from Exodus that tells us that this is a covenant for all time, for every week. And now tomorrow, these two young men and women take their place in earning that covenant for themselves.
Shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasod et ha-Shabbat Ledor Tambari Olam V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasod et ha-Shabbat Ledor Tambari Olam B'nei uvein b'nerel ohi le'olam ohi le'olam ohi le'olam v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasod et ha-Shabbat Ledor Tambari Olam
Ki sheshet yomim Asa Adonai et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasod et ha-Shabbat Ledor Tambari Olam Uvayom
Hashvi
Shabbat v'yinafash Shabbat v'yinafash Shabbat v'yinafash V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasod et ha-Shabbat Ledor Tambari Olam.
Thank you, guys. So, short story that I thought was particularly fitting this week. It actually is going to be the Torah portion, ironically, the next time we come together for Family Shabbat. But I felt like it was appropriate to bring out in a week like this, given the events. Many of you probably know the story of Joseph. It's one of the most common and popular ones in our Bible, and of course, it was even made more popular by Andrew Lloyd Webber when he turned it all into a Broadway musical. But there's a character that never appears in that musical that plays a really, really important and pivotal part. So here I can actually combine the story and some trivia all at the same time. So, as we know at the beginning of the story, Joseph is there with his how many brothers in total? How many brothers did he have? Mia? More than 7. Ms. Turbiner? 11, 12 in total. There we go. By the way, people often forget it's not just that there were 11 brothers, but there's also a daughter. There you go, Maya. I knew you had that one. All right? So the brothers were sitting there, and of course, Joseph comes up to them. He's not the most smart brother. He's got a talent. He's got something he does really, really well. What is Joseph known for doing really well, Asher? Dreaming. Very good. Okay? Okay? So he comes up as the dreamer, and he tells his brothers his first dream. He says, I dreamed that I was in the field, I was a sheaf of wheat, and all of your sheaves came up around my sheaf. My sheaf stood straight up and tall. And what did all of your sheaves do? Trivia question. Eitan? They all bent over and bowed to him. Okay? Now, needless to say, when the brothers heard this famous part of the story, they weren't all that crazy. They said, oh my gosh, who is this little You know what of a brother who's sitting there trying to tell us that we're all supposed to be bowing down to him? Well, Joseph didn't quite get the memo. He comes back to his brothers again, and he has a second dream. This time he wasn't sheaves of wheat. What was Joseph in the second dream? Yes? Oh, I thought you, I'm sorry. What was Joseph in the second dream? Sophia? Oh, that will come later. He will forecast that. But Lily, what was he in the second dream? He does become an advisor. I'll give that for now, but that's a little bit later. I'll give you a hint. Joseph thought he was something in the sky. What did Joseph think he was in the sky? Maya, I've already given you one. I got to give it to someone else to turn. Sash, what did he think he was in the sky? A what? A what? Oh, you just forgot? What was he up in the sky, Mr. Leifer? He was a star. And his star was the brightest star of all. And he said, you were all the other 11 stars, and my star way outshone yours. So needless to say, the brothers were pretty angry with him. And they ran off to go plot against him. Now, this is where the story gets tricky. Because here's what happened. The brothers all went away. And we know ultimately what ended up happening. They were plotting to do something awful to Joseph. They weren't sure what, but they knew that it was going to be something awful. And Joseph starts walking around trying to find his brothers who are lost. He was basically lost. And the Torah tells us, in the middle of the story, that Joseph is wandering all over the city, all over the area, trying to find where his brothers are. And he comes upon one random stranger. In the Torah, the stranger doesn't even get a name. He's just known as Ish, a man, or dude, as we might say today. Just a dude in the field. And Joseph comes up to this otherwise nameless person and says, did you see a bunch of brothers of mine go wandering one way? And the man, if you had to translate his answer, basically says, they went that way. Now, the man was a total stranger. He could have said nothing. He could have ignored Joseph's request. He could have been cold. He could have turned a cold shoulder. He didn't have to do an act of kindness. But instead, he looked Joseph square in the eye, and he said, they went that way. Because that man said, they went that way, Joseph found his brothers. Because Joseph found his brothers, they were able to carry out their plot to throw him into a pit and then sell him into Egypt. Because Joseph was in a pit and sold into Egypt, he ended up in Potiphar's house. Because he ended up in Potiphar's house, he ended up getting thrown in jail for flirting mischievously, if you will, with Potiphar's wife. Because he got thrown in jail, he got to share his story with the baker and the butler who'd been thrown in jail. Because he was there with the baker and butler was able to go tell Pharaoh when he was let out that there was a dreamer who could interpret his dreams. Because the butler told Pharaoh that there was an interpreter, Pharaoh sent for Joseph to go help him out. And because Pharaoh sent Joseph, Joseph was able to help the Pharaoh out. And because Joseph helped the Pharaoh out, he was elevated, as I said, to become an advisor, the second in command, the one who was there to save the brothers from Egypt when they came down from famine. I want you to think about this. That's what brings all the brothers down to Egypt, to be able to survive, so that the entire story of the Exodus happens. If there is no man, if there is no person to say, he went that way, there is no rest of the Torah. Joseph never finds his brothers. He's never thrown into the pit. He's never brought down to Egypt. He never ends up in jail. He never ends up helping Pharaoh. He never ends up becoming vice Pharaoh. There's no one to help the brothers there when the famine comes down. And everything just ends. And that's the end of the story. So one little act of kindness, one person's decision to to not ignore a stranger, to not turn away, to not look away, but to instead say, he went that away, to do a seemingly small, seemingly insignificant act of kindness. Well, that act didn't just change Joseph's life, it's changed all of ours for generations to come. In a world where sometimes people will do acts of great evil, in a world where people are known to do things that are less than savory, the answer is not to cry, though we do that too. The answer is not to despair, though at times we feel like we could. The answer is to double down on kindness. The answer is to double down on life. The answer is to double down on love. And the answer is to double down on little things. It doesn't need to be a big show. It doesn't need to be a grand act of kindness that saves entire portions. It just needs to be as simple as being able to look at someone in their eyes, to see what their need really is, and say something as simple as, they went that way. 5 words that have changed the entire course of history. 5 words that any of us could say any day, any time, any moment. 5 words that will, if we will, let our love and our kindness overpower any act of hate I do. Use your words wisely. You never know what life you might be changing, what life might be saving. Take a moment then, turn back to our prayer books, quietly, appropriately, where we have the chance to turn to page 46 for the Chatzi Kaddish, and then we'll rise together in silence. Let the prayers of your hearts flow. Let whatever is on your mind and your soul flow out, but also while you're in there, find the kindness that is always there. Bring it out. Figure how, when Shabbat is over, what are you going to do? Have that extra bit of kindness, that extra bit of love, that extra bit of chesed that's going to make your week to come an even better week, that's going to make it that much brighter. The Chatzi Kaddish is on page 46.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן יהי שמי רבם מבורך לאח ועל מעלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו amen.
We rise to the silent Amidah that is found pages 47 to 52. Feel free to use the words that are in your prayer book. They have served our people well for thousands of years. But if those aren't the words on your heart this night, feel free to use those too as we take a moment and we all pray silently. Whenever you are through with your prayer, you may feel free to be seated. you're still davening, please feel free to continue at your own pace. I'd like to invite all of our kindergartners, first, second, and third graders to join me up here in the front at the direction of our choir director, Jenny Alpert, to help lead us in a prayer that this week is perhaps more important than any other, a prayer for peace. May we find that peace in our own hearts, in our own lives, and bring it down, as the song says, from the heavens, and bring it here on earth. Good. They are super loud, guys. Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yahod Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yahod Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yahod Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Yahod Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Yahod Yisrael. Nicely done, everyone. Kindergartners, first, second, and third graders, could I ask you to take your seats and find your parents at this moment, because we want to have them give you a blessing. Parents, if you'll open your books to page 75. Every week we bless our children, but somehow the blessing always seems to take on a different feel and a different flavor each week, and this week is no exception. So if you'll place your hands first on the hands of your boys, and please repeat after me, Yisimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim V'chi Menashe. May God make you like our fathers Ephraim and Menashe. We place the hands on the hands of our daughters as we say, Yisimech Elohim Kisara Rivka Rachel V'Leah. May God make you like our foremothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And we place our hands on all of our children, no matter how many hands you've got. And by the way, this is not just for our little kids. If you're here with your big or even grandparents, place your hands on parents' heads too. They're still your kids. We say, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and watch over you always. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha vichuneka. May God's face be lifted up to you and be kind and compassionate towards you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face be lifted up before you, and may you know a life of wholeness, a life of shalom, a life of peace. Amen.
Amen.
I'd like to call Cole and Danielle back together, please, if we could. This is your first real adult mitzvah to lead us in Kiddush. And that we might always find sweetness on our lips. Please rise. The Kiddush is found on page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit
כי הוא יום תהילה למקראי קודש, זהר ליציאת מצרים. כי קנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה ורצון פינתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
It is just your sin. You remain standing as we turn to page 56 and 57 for Aleinu, Cole, and Danielle. Thank you very much.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, מה אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומי. הוא אלוהינו אינו אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, דת היום והשב אותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת. אין עוד ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We come almost to the conclusion of our service, and we do as we always do toward the end. We recall those who have been lost to us in seasons past, both recently and in years gone by. This week in particular, we can't help but remember the events of 7 days ago. I wanted to read, at Rabbi Vogel's suggestion, a prayer by one of his dear friends and a great colleague of ours, Rabbi Naomi Levy. A prayer for those who passed in the Tree of Life congregation. We are devastated, God. Our hearts are breaking in this time of shock and mourning. The loss is overwhelming. Send us comfort and strength, O God, to grieving family members. Send healing to the injured. Send strength and wisdom to their doctors and nurses. Bless the courageous police officers who risked their lives to protect innocent lives. Shield us from despair, God, and ease our pain. Let our fears give way to hope. Let us join together as a nation to put an end to anti-Semitism, an end to hatred, an end to gun violence. Teach us, God, to honor the souls we have lost by raising our hands and our voices together in the cause of peace. Because Torah is a tree of life, and all of its paths are peaceful. Work through us, God. Turn our helplessness into action. We must never be indifferent to the plight of any who suffer. We must learn to care, to open our hearts and our hands. Innocent blood is calling out to us. O God of the brokenhearted, God of the living, God of the dead, gather the souls of the victims into your eternal shelter. Let them find peace in your presence, God. Their lives have ended, but their lights can never be extinguished. May they shine on us always and illuminate our way. Amen. And so we remember this week, among them, Joyce Feinberg, Yidis Bulcha Bat Avin Menachem, Richard Godfried, Yosef Ben Chaim, Rose Mallinger, Raisel Bat Avraham, Jerry Rabinowitz, Yehuda Ben Yecheskel, David Rosenthal, David Ben Eliezer, Cecil Rosenthal, Chaim Ben Eliezer, Bernice Simon, Bela Rachel Bat Moshe, Sylvan Simon, Zalman Shnacha Ben Menachem Mendel, Daniel Stein, Daniel Avram Ben Baruch, Melvin Wax, Moshe Gadol Ben Yosef, Irving Younger, Yitzhak Chaim Ben Menachem. And in our own Temple Aliyah community, we remember Esther Altman, William Bresloff, Nuda Feller, Lois Schneiderman, Rochelle Weissman, Benny Yellen, Maury Zolans, Diane Arden, George Gordon, David Kahane, Simon Kane, Scott Kantrowitz, Fanny Phillips, Alan Sesser, Jerry Berman, Carol Cohn, Nissim Jacob, Rosalind Shearer, Max Bubman, Nathaniel Granich, Jenny Green, Ermindo Resnick, Sawyer Sinitsky, Claire Stock, Hyman Zweigbaum, Sonia Baker, Audrey Berman, Alan Bornstein, Seal Idelson, Tova Fruchtel, Florence Gilman, Harry Nitkin, Sally Resnick, Sydney Winter, Sheila Berkman, Morris Blank, Brianne Labenicher, Bob Ross, Gerald Adler, Sidney Albert, Cyrus Bakhtari, Bonnie Fine, Joanne Gumbert, Lena Hagen, Howard Hurwitz, Helen Kaftal, and Naomi Ziskrut. And we're also saddened by the recent passing today in the Pfefferman family. The funeral will be on Monday, but for those who are here in the congregation with us tonight from the Pfeffermans, if you're here, and also to all those who might be remembering someone on our live stream. If you couldn't make it here, we know that you're showing up. Some of you show up. Shabbat even works online. And so if you have the need or desire to stand for the mourner's Kaddish, or if it is your custom, please feel free to do so at this time. You'll note that we have a wonderful tradition here at Temple Aliyah that no one stands alone. If you see someone is standing alone mourning, make your way over to them to let them know that this is never something that we do alone. It is always something we do in community together. The mourner's Kaddish is found page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Divra Chirutei V'yamlich Malchutei B'chayechon U'v'yomechon U'v'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'v'zman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivarach Le'olam U'lamei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shmei Dekudsha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiram Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn in our country, in our community, and all over the world. And let us say, Amen. It is a privilege and pleasure to welcome Dr. Andy Spall, our Ritual Vice President and on our Board of Directors, to give us a few announcements for the week.
Shabbat Shalom and welcome to Temple Aliyah Family Shabbat Service.
Happy birthday to our November birthdays, and thank you especially to the members of the Los Angeles Police Department and friends and neighbors from all of our faiths who have joined us tonight. Your show of solidarity means very much to us and the whole Jewish community. Everyone's support and energy is just as important tomorrow, so please show up for Shabbat at one or more of the following services and programs. Our traditional Shabbat morning service is at 9:15 a.m. with the bat mitzvah of Daniel Liebzahn. If you are wanting more mindful and more physical, come to Shabbat yoga at 9:30 for all experience levels. Alex Berger will be leading that, I believe. In the chapel, followed by Sacred Space at 11 a.m. At 12:30, we will have a special Rebbe's Tish discussing our response to the events of the past week, accompanied by Kiddush lunch. There will be an afternoon Shabbat service at 4:30 p.m. with the bar mitzvah of Kol Tesser, and the Suda Shlishit beginning at 4:45 with a service light meal and concluding with Havdalah. Next Friday, November 9th, come to Fusion Shabbat. It's short, innovative music-accompanied service in the round at 7 p.m. Next Saturday, November 10th, is BLT, Breakfast, Learning, and Torah, with Rabbi Vogel at 9:15, followed by the Shabbat 2.0 service at 9:45, where we will be honoring our veterans and having the Ufruf of Ellen Fleischman and Mark Silvers. Information on all Temple Aliyah events can be found in the Kol Shabbat pamphlet handed out as you came in, and you can visit the Temple's website at templealiyah.org. Thank you to our ushers and greeters for helping the service run smoothly. Thank you. Please join us for the Oneg Shabbat after the service tonight in Lubin Hall, graciously sponsored by Rima and Robin Liebzahn and Julie Brandon Tesser in honor of Danielle's bat mitzvah and Cole's bar mitzvah. Lastly, we would like to remind the congregation and our visitors about the sanctity of Shabbat. Please refrain from using electronic devices such as cameras, cell phones, or video games while at the synagogue on Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
I also want to add a little bit of extra thanks to all the people from the Severance Center, our religious school, that helped make this special night even better than it would. First, to Jenny Alpert, who I think is still here in the back, our choir director, and all of the children who came up and sang with her. Thank you very much. A number of our faculty have joined us over also as well. Ilana and Yafa, we thank you both very much. Ilana Liebesman and Yafa Hecker, who are both been teaching us in 2nd grade and 3rd grade respectively this year. And also, although I don't know if she's still here, is Natalie Horowitz, my associate director, and with whom I would not be able to do all this. I think that her daughter Ellie may have had a little bit of a time to go to bed, so she might not be here with us any longer, but I wanted to make sure she gets thanked appropriately. And last but not least, before we conclude, I imagine there are some kids who are not yet bar bat mitzvah. Danielle and Cole, you guys don't count on this one any longer, I apologize. But you might have a birthday in the month of November. Are there any November birthdays for children who are here tonight? Come on up if you do, or if you are. Come on up, guys. Come on up here to the front. Over to this mic. All right. Youngest one first, and that means you, Miss Little Rothstein. Oh, nope, there's one more younger. It's his half birthday. Okay. Dove, what are you turning then?
5.5.
5.5. Okay. What do you want to be when you really grow up?
Spider-Man.
Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. Ariello, how old are you going to be this November?
7.
And what day in November?
November 9.
Oh, so it's really coming up soon, a week from tonight. And what do you think you want to be when you're way grown up?
A teacher.
That would be good. You'd be very good at something like that. Oh,
Principal.
or what?
A principal.
I can get used to that. So here, I want to make sure you have a little birthday present. Okay. Let's see. Next would be Big Sister, who also has a November birthday.
My birthday is November 25th.
So you both have November birthdays. And Eliana, how old are you going to be?
10.
Double digits. Okay. Now, did you get that cast saving someone from tremendous harm, I'm assuming?
Maybe.
So when it comes off and you grow up many, many years, what do you think you want to be?
The president or a teacher.
I like it. Ms. Rasmussen.
What's
The first one is, when's your birthday?
November 6th?
So really in just a few days. 4 days. The number on the microphone. And you will be? How old?
8. Wait. No.
Do a quick calculation.
I think 9. I'm not sure anymore.
It has been a week, I do understand. And when you grow up, you think you want to be?
A paleontologist.
Whoa. These are not yet fossilized, but when they are, you can tell us what they'll be, okay?
They'll be jelly beans.
That's true, they'll still be jelly beans. Oh, my apologies. I would never forget you, Eliana, don't worry. And for probably his last time, because the next time, if I'm not mistaken, this is the big one for you almost. Yes? How old are you going to be, Nate?
I'm going to be 12.
Yeah, this is the last time you get to do this one up here for this kind of stuff. So when you are a few years older and out of college, what do you think you're going to be?
A YouTuber.
Chances are that will actually be the most lucrative profiting thing of this time. Happy birthday, guys. Would you guys join us all as we sing Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, November birthdays. Happy birthday to you.
We're singing Adon Olam on page 211. We ask you all to rise. We're going to sing Adon Olam to the melody of Hatikva, the hope that wherever we are, that we are never in harm as we have been. Adon Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra leit nasa v'chefzo kol azai melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא אחד ואין שני להמשילו להכבירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז והמשרה והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצור חבלי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מנת כוסי ביום אקרא בידו הפקיד רוחי בעת אישן בעירה ועם רוחי יביאתי אדוני לי ולא אירא. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us in Titus Hall for an Oneg Shabbat to celebrate together and to enjoy some sweets together.
Yeah.